G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS Supercoach channel. And today we're going to go through my Game Week 4 review. Games ended this morning at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I think. I was able to watch one game over the weekend. It was pretty busy and it was the Burnley-Liverpool game. We'll go through it very soon, but it kind of saved half of my week, I'll be honest. But yes, as we can see, we went up this time, 3,400 spots. I thought I'd go up a bit higher because I thought 128 was a pretty decent score, but I think everyone else is just improving. I don't know why I think that no one's playing. I only went up 385 spots, which is okay. You know, considering I'm in the top 10%, I'm actually really pleased because it's my first year of watching soccer. I want to now just aim for the top 5%, and from this point on, there's still another 34 weeks to go, so long way to go. Let's have a look at my team. Oh, we've won. Actually, my league, I'm winning, which is interesting. But yes, this was my team. We'll just go through every player individually. So I scored, what was it, 128, which is pretty good. Raya with an 11 against Nottingham Forest. I'll actually go back to this. 3-0, clean sheeted, and I'm sure he would have saved maybe once or twice. I didn't watch the game, but yeah, an 11, I'll take that from a goalkeeper any day of the week. Trafford didn't play. Their main goalkeeper, I can't pronounce his name, came back. He's around 7 mil. He's going to be on the chopping block this week. I'm going to trade him for one of these 5 just because probably him, Harry Tyra, just because, Pickford's like number one option. Like goalkeepers don't get injured. So that'll be a good 1.3 million banked up. Calafiori scored a 9, as well as Raya, just clean sheeted. Gave up goals, or didn't give up a goal, sorry. So there's that. Senesi with a 7. I'll take that. Anything a 7 and above from everyone is a pass for me. Mickey van der Ven. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I am. 25. He scored a goal for Tottenham. They scored 3 and clean sheeted against West Ham. So very high score for him. I'm very pleased by this. His break even is going to be pretty low now, -5. And that 25 is going to stay for 2 weeks, which is really good. Udogie with a 3. I need to check how many minutes he plays. He might be on the chopping block too. If this loads, I don't think he actually started, which is a bit of concern. So I might trade him to another defender, maybe another Tottenham defender, considering they've got an easy run for the next 5 weeks. Maybe we'll come back to Udogie. Now that my internet's not working, that's great. Ballard didn't play. I actually don't know when he is going to play. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, no, that's not really good. But, I'm okay with that. He's a cheap defender. Like, I don't need him to be here, like, starting defender. Midfielders, Grealish with an 8 and Shrewsbury Hall with a 6. We drew Everton, the team I support, drew against Aston Villa. So, look, a bit disappointing. We definitely had our opportunities more than Villa. So, a little bit disappointing. But look, we're still like 6th on the table, which is pretty insane to think. So, I'm pretty happy. Gibbs White, honestly, I'm going to have to give him the flick because he's just not scoring. Like, not that he needs to score, but he just, after that first week, he's just been going downhill. He's lost about $1 million in cash. Oh my God, my Supercoach is just not loading for me today. Bear me one moment. But yeah, I think he's on the chopping block as well as Cullen, potentially. Udogie and Trafford are the guys I'm thinking of doing. But yeah, Shrewsbury Hall, talked about him with a 6. I mean, they would have clean sheeted because they're in defence, not defence, midfield. Rodri with a 4. I'm pretty sure he started the whole game. Hopefully my internet doesn't just die on me. I only went up 240k. He played 76 minutes. It might be a slow burn. I'll be honest. Now we can check Udogie. How many minutes did he play? 19. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I think you're going to be traded this week. But yeah, going back to Rodri, he might be a slow burn, I'll be honest. Might have to flip him to a guy who might be making money, like this bloke here, potentially, or Bergville, -9, potentially making 1.3 million. That'll be an interesting look for that as they play Brighton this week. Alan, I mean, like I said, watching the Burnley game, and I'll go to Salah first before Haaland, like talking about him. But that Burnley um, Liverpool game I watched, and the first 70 minutes I watched like on the stream, and it just cut out and like was cutting in and out for me. So it was really annoying. But Burnley tried so hard and just so unlucky in those last 2 minutes where Hannibal handballed it. And, you know, clean sheeted and everything up until the 93rd minute, 94th minute, and just so unlucky. And now we go to Salah, who I captained, unfortunately. I was going with Haaland, and then I was like, I watched a soccer YouTuber, like a fantasy football um, YouTuber, and he said, I'm putting the captain on Salah, and I think it's a no-brainer. And he had a 2 up until the penalty, and thank God he took it because I was a bit nervous that other players would take it, but so glad he took it. It bumped his score up 9, and now he scored an 11, which was 2 more than his projected going into the week, so an extra 4 points than expected. But it would have been so much better if I captained Haaland. Bit annoyed, but scoring 2 goals against United, I'll take that any day of the week. Like I said, these three are my three-headed monsters. Um, so they're not leaving. That these three and Raya and Deven and Calafiori, that's like already 6 players that aren't leaving my team for the foreseeable future, which is good. Going to João Pedro, I don't think he scored. I can just double check if it's going to load. Where is Chelsea? Oh, they did draw with Brentford. Just a little bit annoyed, but that's okay. He did score, but did he have any? Oh, he was the man of the match, though. I'll have a look at his stats. Sorry, I haven't done my research before this. This is my first time really looking at my score. If this wants to load, maybe not. Great. It's not going to give me. Okay, great. Just don't tell me the stats. But yeah, maybe he assisted, I'm assuming. But yeah, at 10, I'll take that any day of the week. The guys that I traded, I want to see how it what the point difference was because that's 17. Richarlison and Walker. Don't think Richarlison scored high. He scored a 2, and Walker scored a 5. So it was a 11-point difference, or no, 10-point difference, which I'm taking this week considering I think it was 2 weeks ago when I traded Diouf. He scored a 20, which was just amazing. But yeah, 10-point difference. I'll definitely take that going into this week. 10 points is a big thing. Um, I'll have a look at the most traded in and out. Oh, actually, I'll look at the rankings here. Who scored the most? Considering that 128 wasn't that great. Week 4, 201. And he had Van de Ven on the bench. And this bloke, oh, actually, he would have counted. Oh, he could have scored another 18 points. That's pretty good and insane. Having the captain on Haaland and having Semenyo and Pedro. Semenyo's a decent option. I'm trying to think. Like, he wouldn't be a bad idea if he gets a good run. Like, I know he's in good form now, and he's in like the top 5 most traded in players so far, but he is looking good. And Romero being in Tottenham's defence, it's pretty tempting, I'll be honest. But yeah, I'll have a look at the most traded in and out. Is it in list? No. Field? Well, these are the top 5, but I want to see the top 10 because it will say somewhere here. Where does it say? Is it players? I'm sorry, I'm just like searching everywhere. Ah, here we go. So if you just look to your right of your screen, so most traded out here. Oh, we'll do traded out first. Charleston, I would do the same because he just had his good run of form. Ekatike, yeah, I would definitely trade him out now that Isak is coming in. So these two are definitely trade. Trafford, I wouldn't trade. I mean, I'm going to trade him this week, but if you have more problems before he does, Trafford is a problem. That's fine. You can almost play him as a loop now because he won't be the starting goalkeeper for this week. But then next week, definitely would trade him. Martin Odegaard, don't think he scored well. He went down 1.4, 2.3 overall, and he's projected to go down another 9 mil. Wow. 1 point against Nottingham Forest where they won 3-0. Disappointing. Calafiori. Don't know why people are trading him out. But, if he's your main problem, then sure. There's better defenders, then why not? Is 21 and 27. Like a nine's okay. I would take a 9 any day of the week for defenders. So, I mean, I'm not going to trade him. Reinders, I didn't bring him in initially, but he's gone down in price. He's got a 5 and 7. He's got Arsenal upcoming, so that might be a bit difficult. But then afterwards, he's got Burnley. So I think it's a valid trade out. William Saliba, playing against Man City. He scored a 2 against Liverpool and didn't play week 4. I don't know. He must have an injury. So, sure, why not? Lenny Yoro for Man U defender. He must not have played. Oh, no, he did play 480. Played 62 minutes, whereas his first 3 games, he played most of the game. So, makes sense. There'll be other guys making money at his price. Bruno Fernandes, he started off really high. Yeah, 11.4 mil. He had an 18. He'll have that in his system, but if he scores another 6, it won't be that good. So, your choice. I don't mind that idea. I had a look. Pequeta did not score much, unfortunately. Scored 3. 3. I mean, got the 3 goals scored against him. He's going to have that for this week and next week. So if you can if you're confident that he's going to have high scores this upcoming week, then that's fine. But you've got to trade him the week like that after that week if he plays like shit. Traded in couple of these Tottenham players, 4 of them. Xavi Simmons or Simons. I can't pronounce names. 6 mil. He's played 1 game. I'd wait 1 more game against Brighton because if we look at this fixture thing, he'll have Wolves and Leeds. So bring him in this week if you want, but I'd wait 1 more week just to see if he does play like a full game. He played 71 minutes. That's the other thing. So if you're confident that he'll score a similar score to that against Brighton, or even like half that score, wouldn't even be that bad because he played against Wolves and Leeds and Aston Villa, who haven't been scoring as well. So that's a good, nice run for those 3 there. Anton Semenyo, he's been playing very well. I think he's had probably the most goals in the league so far. He's got a 24. I wouldn't worry. So this 3 will really slow down his price rise just because the 3 is still in his system. But if he scores a 13 against Newcastle, that's a -4, 13 mil, perfect. Am I going to go for him? I'll have a look at Bournemouth's. They've got Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham, Crystal Palace, and then if we want to go 8 weeks, they go down here a bit more. They play Forest, who haven't been in the best form. They have City, Aston Villa, but they also haven't been scoring goals, and West Ham. So he wouldn't even be a bad option to have him as the rest of the year. I might think about it as Salah. It's a bit too inconsistent for me, even though he did do that, and Isak's going to come in. So I don't know if points are going to get stolen or not, which is really annoying. I wish they had did have dual position in this league. That's all right. Van de Ven, I would highly suggest bringing him in, probably out of the three so far. Scored a 25, sorry, with a 12 and 10 and 3 against Bournemouth. His three, like I said, it's going to be the same with Semenyo. It went -5 and -5 again, and he's going to be back up to 9.9 mil, which is really good. So definitely would go with him. Haaland, I mean, if you didn't have him at the start of the year, then I don't know what you're doing, I'll be honest. But, you know, he's only made 470k. He's got a 24 in his system. He'll be great for the rest of the season. I mean, I'm going to have him for the whole season. -1 break even. Lucas Bergvall, sure, why not? It's made 1.4, so you're one price rise away. But yeah, 23. Like I said, plays Brighton, then Wolves, then Leeds. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring him in. You just don't want too many Tottenham players. I might bring him in. We'll see how it goes. Zubimendi. Who's he play for? Arsenal. Sure, bring him in if you're confident. I mean, to 28 against Forest, he'll go up to 10.8 per that. So why not? Sure. Newcastle Waltermad, Nick Waltermaid, 65 minutes and had a 14. I'd wait another week. Yeah, I'd definitely wait another week. Calcedo, Chelsea midfielder at 9.2. Now that what's his face has come back, Palmer, it might be less points, I'll be honest, just in the near future. But yeah, with a 17, still got, like he's actually scored like pretty decent. So not even a bad option. Michele, Michele. Oh God, I'm so sorry. What did he score? 13. Okay. Plays Villa, Forest, Man U. You could if you wanted. If you wanted a cheap option, then go with him. But I'm not going to go with him. Matar yeah, you could go with him as well. Just don't have too many Tottenham players. There's 4 already in there. Just don't go with too many. I reckon. I mean, I've got 2 myself, so I might bring in a midfielder instead of and trade. So my plans would be Trafford, Udogi, and probably Gibbs White. Cullen plays Forest, so I could start him, and then instead of one of these two, because that's not going to be fun. But yeah, yeah. So that's my review of game week 4. I'll make a video later this week of my trades and the preview for game week 5. My Everton Toffees are playing against Liverpool, and I'm a bit nervous for that because I really hope Isak doesn't play because it looks like he will. But yeah, 118 projected score. That's pretty decent. So, you know, I've shipped players like Gibbs White off, Udogi, and Trafford, bank some money and stuff. I'll definitely go a long way. And who does Man City play? So maybe keep the captain on Salah. Uh, we'll see. Anyways, thanks a lot for tuning in to Game Week 4 review. And I'll post a video probably the Friday during the day, just my trades and my preview for Game Week 5. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.